Oh, it's on default. Okay. Testing, testing. One, two, three. Okay, so it had gone onto the default mic. Thanks for letting me know. Appreciate it. Welcome in, everyone. Here's what we have so far of the little illustration we've been studying. That's Josephine with her little bunnies. That would be Mopsy, Flopsy, and Cottontail, because Peter Rabbit is likely running off somewhere, or probably running away from Mr. McGregor. But this is the little illustration that I'm working on and that we're going to give away. And it's a study of one of the illustrations by Beatrix Potter this year. I just wanted to focus on the little environments. So it's very light. It's a little watercolor one, right? But it's got so many adorable little details, and we're gonna add this her little business sign that kind of shows up in another illustration a little bit more clear. So we're just gonna put it nice and clear in this one, and it's just about done. I think it's just the lining that I need to do. So I was kind of going over it with the color erase red just to fix up her little face. And just get the little details in there, and then I'll do I don't want to use like the black ink because it's gonna be such a dark contrast, so maybe I can find or I'll use a very fine watercolor brush and we'll go into like these browns, just something to complement the rest of the illustration. But I seem a little quiet, at least at first. It's because I'm currently in greasy fingers mode. No worries, Russ. Thank you so much for dropping in, everyone, and saying hello and joining me as I'll do a little sculpting in fondant, and I want to try to get at least Josephine in there, right? And then just try to get the little bunnies. But I wanted Josephine because I love that little theme with her little business, licensed to sell tea and tobacco. I think that's adorable. So yeah, I want to get her on it. To say my plate is process of becoming emptier. Enjoy. Yes. Enjoy. All right, so I think we'll start with the sculpting because that's probably going to take me the most time. And we'll keep the little illustration here to the side, just so I can pull it when I need to. But she's not done yet. And then I've got my little space here. Just use a little vinegar because my fondant is quite hard. So I have to knead it first. I think Josephine's little face came out a little rounder than I wanted to, so that's why I want to go refine it with pencil before we go into the inks. This is a lovely vanilla fondant. It's Virgin Ice White. It's got a lovely vanilla flavoring to it. It's the one we've been using. It's our 5th annual celebration of Beatrix Potter's work, and I'm going to keep studying the environments because I want to adapt that to Buttons the Super Dog, a little book we're illustrating for David Payne. Buttons the Super Dog children's illustration. Okay, this one has a little bit of dry patches. I'm just going to clear it out of there. And I prepared a red velvet cake. That's what we have today. All right, so here's our fondant. Usually I'll have gloves for this, but I kind of want to have my hands free. Whoa, we got a raid. Speaking of author David Payne, Reading the Garden. Hello, David. Welcome in, Talon, Artho, and Raiders. Raid, and read. Element, it's how you doing? Welcome, guys. We're just getting started. Today's Beatrix Potter's birthday, and we're celebrating with cake decorating. and a giveaway of an original art study we're doing. I'm not done yet. It's got to be lined a little bit more, just to make it a little clearer. But this is it. It's an original little watercolor. You guys are welcome to. Oh yeah, that's what we're gonna check. So I think if you type exclamation mark ticket, I think that should be it. You enter the giveaway, and that again is for the little original study. How was the stream, Dave? Let's get the birthday party started. Welcome in. I prepared a red velvet cake today. I've never actually prepared one, and it was really good. Like of course I got to try a little bit of it, right? Just, we have to check as the chef, as the baker. Have one of those studies. Yes. Stream was good. 7 hours of Dwarf Fortress, relaxing at its best. 7 hours is relaxing. Whoa. GG. Yeah, no, I think two's my max. I think once upon a time I probably did 4 max. That's great that you got a good 7 hours. Wow. Nice. And Dave, feel free to share what you are working on. Dave is a published author, and we are collaborating right now on his children's story, Buttons the Super Dog. And a lot of the style of the illustrations are actually inspired by Beatrix Potter's work and that of the Velveteen Rabbit illustrations, if you're familiar with that story, and Frog and the Toad. So all of these we're pulling for inspiration for the style of David's upcoming children's story. Yeah. I hope you enjoy, my friend. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We're going to sculpt Josephine. So here's little Josephine, Peter Rabbit's mom, out of fondant. So this is edible fondant. It's actually becoming quite soft very quickly, even though it was very dry. And it's just because it's so hot. Like I have the air conditioning on, but it's still hot under all the lights in enclosed space, right? And I have the cake in the cooler with ice packs, and it is a red velvet cake, and it has the cream cheese frosting, so it had to set for a while first, but I'm going to attempt to put the little fondant decorations on it, and before end of stream we will have our giveaway. Current project isn't really shareable, collection of short stories, still working on all the details, but soon. That's awesome. GG. Yeah, I do need to raid and run a dinner. Apparently will not wait. Enjoy. Yeah, we don't not torture you with the cake here. And thank you again, David, for coming in with that raid. Let's shout out David. If you haven't already heard David reading Buttons the Super Dog, there's the YouTube link. And there's his channel link here on Twitch. And he's also on YouTube, as we are today. I think it's our 3rd time we're streaming on YouTube as well. Welcome in, everybody. Twitch and YouTube. And yeah, thanks for joining us for Beatrix Potter's birthday celebration. You have an awesome one. All right, so we're going to try to begin sculpting little Josephine. So I have some vegetable shortening in case it was too dry, but it looks okay. And I have some icing sugar in case it starts to melt on me. And I made a mini cake. I made actually like 2 cakes. So one larger one is downstairs for the family, and then I have the little one for decorating today, just because I don't have a lot of room here. 2 cakes. So one larger one is downstairs for the family, and then I have the little one for decorating today, just because I don't have a lot of room here. But this is the red velvet cake, and this is a little piece of it that I made. It's a 2-tier. I don't know if you can see the red coloring. It's not as red as I thought it would be, but then it already has its lovely, what do you call it? Cream cheese frosting. So it's so good. It's so moist, and I was eating the little bits of it like brownies. Delicious. The chocolate, the cocoa, wow, enhanced everything with that vinegar and the buttermilk. Really, really lovely. And that's the recipe I followed from Anna Olsen. So I'm going to keep this in the cooler with all the ice packs. It's already chilled because I want it to be able to hold the weight of the fondant when I put it on, but it's not a big deal because this is for fun. Alright, so I have some gel color. And that's just so we don't make the fondant too soggy. Put our tools over here. I don't know if I'll need the rolling pin, we'll see. A little food color brush. So here's it's a little case for the icing sugar. So that's just in case things start sticking on me, I can add a little bit of the icing powder. Sugar. Might need toothpicks. I brought some disposable gloves too because I don't want to get any color on my hands. So if you haven't been here before, my name is Raquel, known as Beauation here on Twitch and YouTube, creating in watercolor, learning and sharing as I go, and also do digital illustration as well. We've created our emotes, some digital art, and animated GIFs. Currently working on a fun Millennium Falcon animation, which is quite exciting. See how big. So if this starts to dry out, we can put it into plastic. It's such a lovely fondant, I gotta say. I'll put that over there. Just gonna try to make an oval. I'm gonna try to work on her body first. So if I start to see like those kind of cracks, I might be able to smooth it out with a little vegetable shortening, but it kind of will take the taste away, right? The flavor. Let's do, is there no knife? We can use this one. Just gonna make a little flat bottom so she could stand on that. There we go. And why are we celebrating Beatrix Potter? Well, Beatrix Potter's work is what inspired me to illustrate and work in watercolor. You know, seeing her beautiful mushroom paintings. I wanted to learn more because, of course, I had the little children's stories for my kiddos. I did not grow up with them, but I did introduce it to my sons. And then just, you know, a few years ago, like at 27, probably, I'm trying to remember, somewhere from 2015 to 2017, I started looking at just watercolor botanicals and things. And as I'm searching, I find this gorgeous mushroom paintings. And then, wow, they're from Beatrix Potter, so it was amazing. Hello, Tolish. How you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your meal. How are you, friend? I'm gonna try to sculpt Josephine Bunny, Peter Rabbit's mom, out of fondant here. I'll do her head after, and I'm trying to do her body. And honestly, trying not to handle too much the fondant, because I mean it's still something new to me, so I you know, don't want to mess it up. How you doing, Tolish? What's up? What's up? How you all doing? Doing good. Having fun, my friend. Yeah, it's this year I decided to focus on the little environments in her work, because I want to learn from that and adapt it to the children's book I'm illustrating. And this scene is so cute. So this one is from um, Benjamin Bunny, the tale of Benjamin Bunny. So Peter Rabbit's cousin. And Josephine is licensed to sell. That's what it says here. So we're going to write that in there. I'm going to have fun doing that. It's going to be actually nerve-wracking. Licensed to sell tea and tobacco. And the tobacco is actually what we call lavender. So lavender is tobacco to the rabbits. I think that's so adorable. What am I hearing in the background? What are you hearing in the background? Testing. I don't know, my friend. What do you hear? Airplane? Do you hear like a echo? I'm trying to see if I have it open somewhere else. This one's muted. YouTube. Oh, the YouTube. Okay, there we go. Somehow I must have unmuted the YouTube one because I'm just checking the chat over on YouTube as well. And I forgot to say, hey, come join the chat. Let me just type that in our YouTube chat. And this is just for the live. So over on Twitch. And I'm going to pin that one. And there we go. All right. Thank you, Ross. You're on YouTube too? I am. This is only our third time that we are trying so I'm using OBS, and OBS has, you're able to stream using, what is it? Restream. So it allows you for 2 free. So Twitch and YouTube I'm doing right now, and it's through my OBS. It's great. It's free. So I'm able to just look at them both. And let's see. Hello, YouTube fam. Yes, from Tolish. And it's the same name. Yeah, Restream is integrated in the OBS studio. So you can stream to 2 platforms for free. And any more than that, then there's plans for that. But right now I'm good just with the 2. Yeah, I've got some friends on YouTube, so it's like, I'm hanging out with them. I thought I'd try it. All right, so it's kind of looking like a snowman, but it's supposed to be her dress, her little, what do you call it, waist here, torso. What? How are you looking? Yeah, looking somewhere. Yeah, let me see if I missed. We had a busy day out, went to a big activity day, and the kids had blasts, and now I'm down for the count. Oh my gosh, get some breast over it. It's really hot out here, but it's gorgeous though. Gorgeous. Darth, welcome in. Beautiful to see it coming together. Oh, thanks. I prepared a red velvet cake for today's stream. So it has a cream cheese frosting. So that's gonna make it, so it has to set. So I did have it in the fridge for a while, and now I have it in a cooler. Trying to keep it nice and chilled because the weight of this fondant is gonna squeeze it down a bit, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. Missed you, Bew. I miss you too, Tolish. I know you're so busy, my friend. You got your little fam. Grandbaby's gonna be 2 very soon, so we're just as busy here. But I'm definitely trying. I've been off for a few months, and we are back. So this is our second week back since like 3 months. But even before then, I streamed like once in those 3 months, and then it was a few months before that. Like it was such a big gap. So what I did was I scheduled in all the things that I needed to do, and then I looked at the at the schedule I was making Monday to Sunday, and then I saw the little window I have. It's 5 to 7 Eastern. So try and get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But I think this week I wasn't able to do the Thursday, so it's going to be likely Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 5 to 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. That gives us a couple of hours to get stuff done on stream, you know. All right, so I forgot to color this. It's actually handling me pretty well because it's keeping a shape, maybe because it's so big. Whoa, thank you for the subscription. Darth, 40 months. They subscribed for 50 months ago. Currently on a 40-month streak. Boom. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Darth. Yeah, I know I don't have my alerts. Sorry about that, guys. What I'm looking for. But I got the giveaway in there. So if you type !ticket, I think that's how we do it, right, Roz? It's been a while. Again, like I said, I'm gonna put a tiny bit of the blue into here. We're gonna do this again because I forgot. I think it's !ticket. Did it work? Oh, wait, I'll check for you. Never mind. Give me. It might be !ticket space 1, but don't do it yet. Hang on. Let me just go check. Master control. Okay, where do I see? Where do we see all our names? Usually it's up here at the top. Master control. Let me just refresh it because we gotta make sure we got this working. Yeah, so it might be !ticket space 1. Want to try that? Thank you. I'm waiting for your names to pop up on my little window where it usually does. And yeah, if you're wondering what you're entering for, it's not for the cake. It's for the little original illustration I'm working on over here. One is enough. We're gonna get hit with an ad in 4 minutes. Let me see. It did open though. I see that in the chat. The giveaway was opened. Oh, I forgot. No, guys, go to the. Oh man, I'm really behind. Go to our channel rewards little window. You know the little blossom icon below the chat where you type in the chat? There's that little flower and you click it to redeem like all those rewards. There you go. That's where it is. I completely forgot. And I looked at it and everything and it just came out of my mind. Flew out of my mind. That's how we do it. Because it's 2024. All right, so we got Darth has entered and Tolish has entered. Still don't see the little list though, but that's okay. I mean, it's keeping track, so we'll know. And we're seeing it in the chat. All right. One is enough, yeah. Anything by you is a blessing to my home. That is so sweet, Darth. Thank you, my friend. I got lots of blossoms. You do, yeah. I gotta think of something for those blossoms. We gotta think of something. Maybe for Christmas time. Like we can do, because I used to do like full 8x10. It's just quite expensive shipping out an 8x10 around the world, right? So I have to think of some. Maybe digital. We'll go digital. Can we use all of them? Just one. You only need, it'll only give you one. At least that's how I set it up. Oh, now your names are popping in. There you go. I see your names now. I was wondering why they weren't popping in my list, but I see them now. Just gotta be patient. I should put that there too. So if you're joining us on YouTube, guys, we are also live on Twitch. Twitch is where I've opened the giveaway because I don't know how to do that over on the YouTube. So if you'd like to enter for a chance to win this little illustration here, you're welcome to do it. Pop in over on Twitch. It's pinned there up in the chat. Okay, so I'm just going to grab a little toothpick. Hopefully not make a mess. I don't need a lot actually, because her little dress is a lovely pale blue. I love the contrasts of these oranges and blues. All right, so if you got hit by an ad, well, I guess you can't hear me, but thank you for hanging out. All right, so let's put this in here just a tiny bit, because that's probably enough. I'm just gonna start there, see how that goes. Now it's becoming very soft. I'm gonna grab this little piece that I put away because I forgot I'm gonna need for her sleeves as well. So we're gonna add that in there. I think we're back from the ad, so I just added a very light blue. I have this extra window here open for the chat, but it's not popping up in the, oh, if you like to, okay, that's just letting me know if I need it back to get it from the docs up on the OBS. Okay. Trying to get it all blended in there. It's like gum. No worries. There we go. We're getting that pale blue like her coat, her dress. So I'm not using the yellow right now. We're using the blue. Okay. Well, this is a lot softer now. Yeah, there you go. Lovely, lovely blue. Okay. so I can get rid of those cracks. Okay, I can take these off now because I'm not going to get any more color on me. It's blended nicely into the fondant. There we go. So we're going to, oh, see, now it's a little bit stickier. And that's because of the color. So I'm going to go, let's go about there. Welcome back. So we got a nice little standing for her. It's going to be for her arms. So I'm going to keep that soft for now. Just pop that back in the bag. And rather than using my fingers too much, I'm going to use the little tool. Anybody ever baked a red velvet cake? This is the first time I'm doing it. I'm going to try to get her to see how she's got that little curve, little hunch over. I'm going to try to do that. Just push it over. All right, make room for her head. That's probably too big. I still have to learn what all of these what I can do with all of those. Oh, that's probably too much, but that's okay. That's all right. Let's fix her up a little bit. Okay, I got to remember that our imagination will kind of fill in the rest, so I don't need to fuss with this too much. Okay, and there's Josephine's body. Let's do, let's see. I think before we add her arms, let's get her little apron going. And I probably don't need to color that. That's probably going to be enough. I'm not sure, maybe a little more, just in case. So I don't need to color. Yes, I've been practicing baking cakes that I like, not just for the decorating part, but you know, like making a carrot cake, which they're actually not that easy to decorate, not with any of this anyway, because it's just like the red velvet cake I made for today. It's got cream cheese frosting, but I'm just going to school on cake baking, you know. And enjoying it while I'm at it. All right, so this is going to be for her little, or penny for, is that what we call it? Okay, so I don't want it to stick to my desk, so we're going to put a little icing sugar. Kind of feels like a funny little sack, but it does its job, so that's good. I'm just gonna roll it out. The less I touch it, the better. My hands are warmer. I'm trying to go thin just because it's such a small little sculpture. Let's cut. Oh, I think this is a knife actually. Oh yeah, there's a little cute little blade. Try. Make a little trapezoid. Grandbaby came over yesterday. We had such a lovely time, and her uncle prepared his famous home made pizza. Oh, I forgot a little water. So the little water will serve as glue. And like, I mean, you need a minuscule, you know, amount. But you do need it. Or, like, I don't know, clear gel or something, anything edible, right? To connect our little pieces. Just a tiny bit. In case I drop it, it's not a lot. So we'll use our brush here. Are you working on a particular project lately, guys? Or picking up, you know, some skills on something you want to learn? Oh, it's too tall. I'm gonna have to cut that a little bit more. That should be okay. All right, so I'm just going to put a tiny little bit of water because it's still soft enough that it'll probably stick on its stick anyway. Might need something. Did I do that mess, guys? I did. Getting like blue paint all over. Nobody told me I made a mess. Where did I come from? Just gonna do some little folds here. I'm gonna tuck that in there. I love the baby blue color that came out. Okay, make sure she can still stand. I'm not messing with her. All right. Just before I make a disaster, I'm gonna wipe that up. Wow, look at all. That could have been quite the mess. That knife is very small, so I'm just gonna grab this one. Again, it doesn't have to be that big, right? It's about here. Looks like a light blue Among Us, dude. Oh yeah, it does. That the simple shape, right? I don't know if you had a chance to check the mail yet, Darth, if you received your subscriber card, but let me know what you'd like for the next one, because I don't think you've told me yet, right? Don't remember, my friend. I want to watch. What do you call it? Godzilla -1. Haven't seen that movie yet. My sons went to see Deadpool Wolverine. Is that what it's called? I think it's too wide. Let's make it just a little bit, a little more rectangular than square. Actually, the temperature I think in the room is perfect. Then again, I'm not using buttercream today. And I do have the cake in the cooler. It has already set in the fridge, so hopefully it keeps its cool. Just gonna try to. Do we have a wheel or something? Oh, it's got the little. I don't have a smooth one. That's fine. Just barely touching it, and it's going nicely. It's still too long. I want to get scissors and just, cut that out really quick. Can even make a few waves in there. Okay, so for this, we could just put a tiny bit of water to glue that. And I just put a little bit on the top. What was I using? This one? I think I was using this one, right? Yeah. Let that be my fingertips. Right. I went a little too far there, picked up the blue. Okay. There you go. I will check later. Today's a warm day. Yeah, no, let me know what you'd like on your next one. The illustration or character. Like whenever you'd like. There's still a few I need to send out in the mail. I haven't forgotten. I'm gonna need to get that out. Let's put this in here too to keep it from drying out. All right. Okay, so maybe we'll put these little arms on, and then we'll get her head done. Or wait, I need to tie the back there, don't I? Put the arms there again. So I'm trying the animations this time for the emotes, the animated GIFs, on Procreate, using the Procreate app instead of Clip Studio Paint, which I usually use. So I'm learning how to use that app for the animations. That's been fun. I want to figure out, although I can't use the pen, I have like a pen that it's not an Apple pen, so I'm not able to do the lettering as smoothly as I'd like for the lettering, but for the animations it's been fun. It's working very. What am I doing? We should roll this, right? Yeah, we don't. Yeah, let's roll it. Should I put a little water? No, I won't. Oh, fancy. Which is fancy? And guys, we're doing a giveaway today for Beatrix, in honor of Beatrix Potter. Worked on a little study of one of her illustrations, so there's a little original art I'll be giving away. And if you would like to enter, you are welcome to enter. And come on over to on the Twitch side, and you click on the little flower, a little blossom, this blossom at the bottom of the chat window, where you get your points, redemptions and rewards things. You'll see a little, it says, what does it say? Not that I like wrote it or anything. It says original art study giveaway. Where's my hand? There. So up here we're going to add Josephine Bunny, licensed to sell tea and tobacco. You know, all you have to do is click on that, and I think that's it. That enters you into the draw. It's a nice small illustration, so I can send that off easily in the mail. I'm still finding blue, and I don't know what I'm touching, because I don't see it, but I'm finding it on my hands. Are you trying a new medium in your artwork, Tolish? I'm going to go back to a little bit of gouache portrait practice. I was pulling up some old, like the Studio Ghibli. Those were also environments. It was a study we were doing together with Cascadia Studio. Eli and I were co-streaming and just trying to study those beautiful environments in the movies. And so there's a few that I did in watercolor, but I wasn't able to finish because I needed some lighter. And since I'm learning the medium as well, right? So I wasn't able to bring up like brighter colored mushrooms, for example, in one of them. And so I wanted to get the gouache and then just finish it off with gouache. So they're little paintings that I didn't finish, and yeah, we need to get that done. This is really hard. I'm trying to get this tiny little roll, and it's a challenge. I keep squishing it. I don't need a lot. It's just to get around her, tie her apron. And rather than rolling, it keeps wanting to just slide. Probably because it's very dry. I can't do it. Should I do it in my hands? Let's try it in the hands. Because it just keeps sliding on the desk. I need to roll it. There we go. Oh. Okay, I'm going to quick roll on my head and just put that in there. Alrighty. So it's going to go here. Yeah, it's dry. That's probably why. I just like ever so slightly go into the water there. So that's gonna stick already because it's wet. There we go. Oops. A little short. Let's put a little bit more. I like the small scale, but obviously the tiny details are so difficult with, you know, chubby fingers. Because I can imagine doing a larger scale fondant sculpting is, you're gonna need so much more support underneath. I think they use rice cake. I've seen in, you know, in those, what do you call it? Those bake-offs. Along with other structure reinforcement. Okay. Let's tie it up in the back. I forgot that. Tiny, tiny bit of water. Got a little sticky because I have some water on it. That's gonna help us stick it to the little sculpture too. Actually, I might need a little more. I lost the loops, but they're there. Okay. I'm gonna just mix these together. They're kind of drying out on me. I'm gonna add, we have a giveaway over on YouTube as well, because I didn't put that in the chat, so folks know that they can hop on over here and enter if they'd like. I'm gonna try to separate the loop, you know, that I made. It's very wet, so maybe we'll leave it alone. All right. So I think, should we add a tiny, tiny bit of brown here for her little face? It's very delicate. That's not a dark brown, it's a tiny bit. much blue. And red. Where's our red? The red I got is a non... it doesn't have a flavor. Oh, no taste. So red, no taste, because I saw that some reds, like if you need to use a lot of it, it can really change the flavor of your cake, especially since I baked a red velvet cake and used the red gel. So that's the one you use, so you don't get that weird taste. It's funny because it had a bit of a strange smell I hadn't smelled before when baking a cake. But it's because of the buttermilk and the vinegar reacting. But wow, does it ever taste amazing? And it's so moist. Really lovely. Okay, so we'll try to make a brown here, or a tiny little bit. I'm just gonna pick up a tiny bit of each. I'm gonna wear gloves though. So I got a little bit of red and orange, yellow. Pick up more of the yellow. Okay. How did the blue get in the glove? Like it's oh. I think I've got the gloves inside out. That's weird. I wouldn't have taken them off inside out, but I guess I did. Yep. So I just ended up with it back on my hand. Need a little more red. It's a nice Sunday evening here. What time is it for you guys? I'm trying to make maybe I should have mixed them first before I went and tried to add it to the fondant. I'm just trying to make the brown. Very light one. Using the complementary colors. No, it's not coming out brown. Okay, I'm gonna grab a little more red. Attempt to mix it into the fondant. And our first one, I remember that was like 5 years ago. I attempted to do buttercream Peter Rabbit. I don't think I have photos of that. It might. I don't even think I put it on Instagram, to be honest. Oh man. But then when jumping into the fondant afterwards, because I was obsessed with buttercream flowers, but jumping into the fondant was really lovely to try to learn. It's nice to sculpt, and I love to squish all these. And you can eat it. Not if it has too much food coloring though. Ugh. It's still looking green to me. I'm grabbing a little bit more red. I love how she created the worms in the little illustration. And she's got all the lovely texture with a little stippling of the watercolor. You can see the brush strokes in her painting. And it's just the tiniest, minimalist, which is what I want to get to, level up to in painting. We'll get there. Still has, I don't know, what am I seeing? I think I need yellow maybe? Okay, so adding a little yellow. You could also get the powdered paint. And then just edible paint, right? And then dust it on, and that probably would have been better. Okay, I think we're getting that softer brown. Maybe more white then, huh? As long as we're getting away from the green, because I feel like there's still too much green in there. Yeah. Going back to my red. There we go. Oops. Maybe I shouldn't have worn a white top. If you're joining us on YouTube, we are live on the Twitch, and I've added that, pinned it up in the chat. We have a giveaway for the art study that I've been working on. Just looking at Beatrix's beautiful painting here of Josephine with the little bunnies. So in celebration of her birthday today, I'm going to give away the little original illustration. It's our 5th year doing this. So you're welcome to hop on over on Twitch, and you click on in the little chat window. There's a little flower icon just below the little chat bar. So you click that little flower, and you're going to get little squares of different redemptions. One of them is for the giveaway, and it's free. You can just enter for free. Must be 18 or over, though. I will need your mailing address because it is a physical product, right? But it's free. Ooh, we got it a little bit there. I feel like I'll probably add more white, a little bit more white, but I almost want to like reserve some of this brown just in case. I like it though. We got the brown I'm looking for. Maybe we can reserve some for her hands. Yeah, I'm going to reserve a little bit. And then I'm actually going to add a little white to the one we just made. go little by little. Oh, you can really see the contrast there, huh? Yeah, let's go little by little. I'm gonna use my hands because now the paint, okay. I made a mess with the gloves, guys. It's like it's inside out, and I just ended up with all that blue paint on my hands. Silly. I have another set of gloves, so we'll get those in a minute. Let me clean. Yep, I'm gonna wash this off because we don't want to get it on that little brown that we just mixed. Let me just mute the mic for a sec. I'll be right back. Okay, it's actually not coming off, so I'm gonna try my Mary Kay eye makeup remover to see if that works because it's still stuck on me. Our oil-free. A little shout out to Mary Kay. We're just gonna mix the formula. Thank you, Darth. Welcome back, everyone, as well. We're gonna get a little stretch. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a little facial cloth, and we'll just be careful with our edible things here. I love making I love this product. It's so good. So I'm just gonna put it and hold it for a little bit. Skin removal, slow but effective. Yeah, I do have an exfoliator somewhere too. We got the little brown I'm looking for. We're just gonna add a tiny bit of the white. It's to soften it, like her face. Or when I compared though, I still see a bit of green. Yeah, so I think the white will help. Thinking of regular ablation? Good fun, you know, there's always a fallback solution if that doesn't work. Oh my gosh. And that went right into the skin. I have a blue thumb and a maybe it's because my hands are so dry. But I can't put any moisturizer right now because we're dealing with food. So let me wash this off. You can see some of the blue coming there. Let me wash some of this, the makeup remover off. One moment. All right. Have a go. Love you. I hope you have a great stream. Thank you so much, Tolish. I will contact you if you win, my friend. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday if you're able. I'm going to try a little bit of the vegetable shortening on my fingertips. Not too much though, but just we'll use that as our moisturizer. Since I can't use lotion right now because we're dealing with food. Can we get a shout out for Tolish, please? Tolish, wonderful gamer, artist, variety streamer. Hope you can get some mom time for yourself. All right, so we'll just do that. But I can't put too much either because then, you know, this might become too busy. But let's go ahead and use it as I'm mixing this. As long as I'm not getting blue on it, I'm okay. All right. I'll use my hands for this one. I have this extra one just because it's drying because I left it out. We'll add a little bit more. Or I'll add a little bit of that vegetable shortening. So I'm going to mix a little bit of that white. And just soften up the lovely brown color we got there. They look so nice together. Yeah. Man, I haven't streamed in a while. Is this how we do it? Yes, okay. Shout out to Tolish. Thanks, Tolish, for hanging out. And for entering the giveaway. It's a good thing I'm working small scale because there's not much space here. I can't even fit my tea. Don't want to drop it into the stuffs. So she does have a warmer tone. I'm gonna add this white one as well. It's pretty dry, but it's hanging in there okay. That little vegetable shortening. Okay. So that is going to be her head, and what we'll do is take out some for the head, some for the ears. And I have for her hands here. If I need to add more white, I will. Isn't that big enough? Yeah, that's big enough, right? It's almost the same size as the drawing. Okay, so this is going to be for her ears. So let's make this into a sphere first, and then we'll do a little bit of a teardrop. Maybe too big still. It's like a bunny size, right? Take a little bit off. Try not to use my hands too much. Let's indent her. I'm gonna keep mixing it just because I see cracks. And since this is her head, I want it to be smoother. So apparently you can store fondant covered cakes in the refrigerator, because I know they do sweat, like or there's condensation that builds up on them if you put a cake decorated with fondant into the refrigerator, and then it's like kind of gives you a panic because everything looks wet. But if you take it out and then just let it air out at that room temperature, it should correct itself, right? Absorb it again. So that's good to know, because I do like storing cakes in the refrigerator. Edible things anyway. Or I suppose you can leave the little decorations, fondant decorations, out in a little box or something, and just put the cake in the fridge. All right. I'm trying to just get rid of the cracks. There we go. I'm trying to make a little tear shape. I think the proportion's okay there. What do we have to make? A tiny little nose. This might be too big. a little too big. And that's better because you can make a better indentation and you get a nice little shadow there. There you go. I don't know what I'm going to use for her eyes yet. I guess we'll paint some I go a little further in. Like surgery. There we go. A little crooked. Okay, so that's for her there. I'm gonna just put the ears for a second here in the bag so it doesn't dry out on me. I do need something for her eyes though. Alright, let's put that. Okay, here we go again, guys. We're gonna have to paint this. If I had like little, what do you call it, dragé? Little edible beads and things, would be great. Okay, I'm not gonna use those same gloves. I'm gonna grab another cup. Just one. Alright. And let's get try to get our trio colors there. I just got a little bit there. Let's see if we can get a dark color in here. So taking a lot of the beautiful environments and the furniture, the rooms, the houses, like Jemima Potterduck's house in Beatrix Potter's stories. That was like the local pub. So I'm gonna look around my town as well. Look at I have some really cute old furniture too. And kind of use that in my illustrations as I create some of the scenes in the Little Buttons the Super Dog story I'm illustrating. Let's shout out our collaboration here, because I've got all the little characters ready and it's just making that little environment. Oh, that came out green too. So I've got just too much of the blues and yellows, so let's grab some red. I'm going to type over here on the YouTube that we have our giveaway. I just gave myself a like. All right. Enter today's live. Multitasking, typing while mixing. Enter today's live giveaway over on our Twitch. There we go. Okay, that's there. How are we doing here? Still looking green? Just gonna reach over for some art to show you guys what buttons look like at the moment, but it's probably not a good idea when I have food coloring in my hands. But you can check it out on, I'm sure I've shared a bit of her on my socials, so you can check it out over there. We'll do a little show and tell in a sec. I just need 2 beady eyes. That's it. I'm not going to touch that with my skin yet because that's still pretty wet. You can use chocolate sculpting, what do you call that? Chocolate sculpting clay? So it's made of chocolate to get a dark color as well. So you're not adding so much food color. You can combine it with the chocolate fondant or chocolate sculpting clay. I forget the word for it. That looks like a nice chocolate right there. I need to hydrate. Don't forget to hydrate, everyone. Grab your beverage. Hello, Dave. How you doing? Dave over on YouTube's. Is this the coolest place to find Beatrix Potter birthday-related celebrations and decorations? Well, you've come to the right place, my friend. This is our 5th annual celebration. You can tell your girl's tired. But anyway, welcome in. We're having a giveaway for the little original painting over here. Where's my hand? Over there. So I've had that opened up over on the Twitch. Okay, I don't know how to do that over on YouTube. And that's a little study we've been working on. How you doing? What's up, Dave? So I've got a little cake. I'm prepared a red velvet cake. You're giving away cake, yeah, right? I wish. I know it's torture. I was thinking of like maybe we can do like gift cards for your local areas or something. I have a red velvet cake in my cooler that I already set. It has like the cream cheese frosting, so it had to set in the fridge, so it's done. And now it's with ice packs in my cooler, and that's what we're gonna put our little sculptor on. So we're working on Josephine here. There's her little body. That's gonna be on the cake, and that's her little head over here. We're working on. And believe it or not, I'm just trying to make 2 itty bitty eyes. With a tiny bit of cake, this is probably taking the longest out of everything. A cake in the shape of Beatrix Potter. That's different. Yes. I did a little like portrait of one of her, of a really nice photograph. Nice portrait they took of her in pencil. And I want to keep that one for my collection. For my inspiration. All right, that's getting nice and dark. She does have lovely eyes. The coloring, let me see, let me grab, where's our reference? There's our reference. So if you see here, see if I can make this nice and big for you guys. Look at the eyes, isn't that pretty? So we've kind of got that brown, and then I can contrast it with a little bit of white, you know, kind of play off with how pretty that is. All her little bunny eyes. So that could be good. Okay. Because I don't think I'll get like a black. That's not bad. That's pretty dark. That's good enough for me. So it should be okay to touch now. Because it's, yep, it's already in the fondant. All right. And all I need are 2 little tiny specks. Should we make this a little bit narrower? I might have to leave a little space for the ears too so they can sit nicely. Or they're just gonna fall off. All right. Okay. We'll get her 2 itty bitty eyes. We'll save this because we might need it. What's your favorite cake? Dave, is there a particular cake that you like? I'm practicing making cakes, so I made a carrot cake the other day, and I've got a red velvet cake for today. I've never had red velvet cake, and I tried this recipe by, shout out to Anna Olson. Wow, tastes so good. So that's the one we'll be adding this little topper to. It's not ideal for something this heavy, but that's okay. I wanted to try something fun. Out for a walk, and I came across this couple that were arguing about which of their pets were better for the front seat and which needed to sit in the back. I mean, yep. Oh my gosh. Yes. Let's try to have the same amount so one of her eyes is not bigger. B, you know my favorite cake or cheesecake. Yes. Okay, yeah. That's the next one. Okay, thanks, Darth. Yeah, I haven't actually made cheesecake. My daughter-in-law's mom would always make it. She makes these amazing cheesecakes. Her mom and my friend. So yeah, I gotta, maybe she'll give me her recipe. That's a good one. And I do want to learn how to make the fruit toppings, you know? So yeah, so I applied for a little cake decorating in a cafe, which might be over my head, but it was really sweet of the owner to interview me. But I am self-taught, so that's, yeah, that might be a challenge when you're dealing with technical stuff. But it's motivated me to, you know, like just get back to creating cakes, and obviously with more practice, better. My favorite cake, Dave over on YouTube says, has, oh, carrot. Okay, carrot, black forest, various cheese, and some kind of coffee one that I had once. Nice. Okay. There's like a mocha frosting one that has the coffee frosting, but if you're looking for like the cake itself to have that lovely coffee cake, those are so good. Because I've been focusing so much on the decorating part and just making the simple birthday cakes, which is still good, right? Okay, this is still bigger. So that'll be it, because we're gonna make a cheesecake, and then we'll make a coffee cake one. Sounds good. And black forest. So maybe I'll try the black forest first. I don't think Mother's gonna work on YouTube there. Yeah, I mean, there might be a way I can put that there, but I don't know. I haven't checked, Dave, for those commands. Black forest is yum too. I love the strawberries in and the banana between the layers. Oh, I haven't tried a Black Forest with banana as well in there. That sounds amazing. And those are exactly the cakes I was looking for to attempt. Okay, so we got 2 little beads. So how are we gonna get that in there? Let's this brush. It's supposed to be for painting, like for cakes, but there's no point to it, and then like an actual point. So I want to get the little bit of water in there. Oh, looks like a little bunny skull, doesn't it? Let's get some water in there. Might be too much. And drop that in. Now she's got these adorable, we'll see if we can get those lashes going for the bunny, because that, following Beatrix work, her bunnies are just the cutest eye. Oh, just leave you in there. Just leave you. Yeah, okay, we'll just leave you. Let me just hang on to it so it doesn't pop out. Did water go in there? I can't see. Was there? Yeah, okay, there we go. Again, that might be too much. So I gotta do this while not squishing her brain, Hello, Biana Grit. How you doing? Thought I'd try to shout her out anyway. Yes, thank you so much for that shout out. I shared some of the cake clips on Instagram stories. And it's funny because when I was preparing it, was that the carrot cake? When would that have been? Whenever I made no, it was the red velvet. By the way, exclamation mark mother is We Create Boutique on Twitch. Thank you, Darth, for shouting her out there. In the background, as I'm preparing the cake, I was actually watching Creative Mama, We Create Boutique, which is why I muted it. And it's so funny because all you hear is like, I don't know, BJ, I don't think this is gonna work out. So whatever she was working on, oh, it's so funny. All right, there is her little eyes. Okay, so now we gotta find a way to put the ears on. Oh man, the ears are gonna be challenging. Darth, are you over on Twitch? Help, yes. Darth is over on Twitch. Bionic Grit just came in. Welcome to the garden, friends. Doraz is in the garden. Perry, welcome in, friend. Perry, thank you for that awesome support on Ko-fi. Such a surprise. We are sculpting little, was this the one I used? I forgot which one was for her ears. Are they both this? I think it's this one. We're sculpting little Josephine, the little bunny you see over here. So there's her little body, and we're working on her little face. And this is going to go on it's a little cake topper, so it's edible fondant. It's going to go on the top of the little red velvet cake I prepared in celebration of Beatrix Potter's birthday. Yeah. What was I doing? Okay. The ears. Thanks for dropping in! Exclamation mark. Drop in the garden. I love the hearts animated gif there falling. They managed to get lots of them in there. And if you'd like to enter the giveaway, we're going to give away this little original painting that we've been working on in celebration of this lovely author, conservationist, sheep breeder, farmer, what else? Author, illustrator, did I say that already? Scientist, mycologist. That looks lighter. Doesn't that look lighter? Or is it because I put more air in there? What giveaway? An original little painting, and I have to be very careful because it's over there. There's still a little line I need to, line work I need to do, but the painting itself, the watercolor, I believe is done. Yeah, the last details is just a tiny bit of line art, and not even that much, honestly. Her work is so simple. Or what's a better word for it? Minimalistic. I mean, she's got amazing detail. I love the warmth in this scene. It is so lovely, and all the cute little gestures on the bunnies as they're watching their mom preparing. By the way, did you know that Josephine Bunny is licensed to sell tea and tobacco? And tobacco is the lavender. For our lavender is rabbit tobacco, by the way. So yes, you can hit exclamation mark. No. You click on the flower icon below the window, the chat window. There's a little flower, the little athelis blossom, for redeeming rewards. So one of the little, when you click on that, you'll see the giveaway. So just click on that. It's free. You can enter for free, 18 years or over, because I need your mailing address to send out the little illustration. It's an original painting, guys. Studying Beatrix Potter's work. I lost my train of thought. I was reading. This feels really soft now. Okay. 8-Ball, will Darth make us all some mini pizzas to snack on? Outlook is good. Nice. V already knows my Addie, so she can use my Addie already. My Addie. All right. And this is lovely too, what it says. I don't know if you guys can catch that. If you haven't read already, The Tale of Benjamin Bunny, is it? The wood was full of rabbit holes, and in the neatest, sandiest hole of all lived Benjamin's aunt and his cousins, Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail, and Peter. Peter's not in this scene here because he's likely running away from Mr. McGregor. But did you catch that? Doesn't that sound familiar? Hello there. I guess that you have to head over on Twitch. You do as you like, Dave. You're welcome on both because I'm definitely paying attention to both. And I think our friends on Twitch are also supporting with the view on YouTube, so I appreciate you guys. Hola. Hola, Dave. Welcome in. Hello there. Yeah, so it's very similar to the Hobbit holes reference, so it's very lovely. Imagine Sylvanian families was inspired by Beatrix. Oh, the yes. Thanks for making us mini pizzas. Oh, okay. I think what I'm attempting to do here are ears, right? So, just so we're not taking forever, cut it there. My son made homemade pizza yesterday. So good. The sauce was homemade. My granddaughter got to, once it was cooled down, I picked her up and let her stir the pot so she can kind of play, cooking for real. And then she grabbed the wooden spoon and tasted it and loved it and wanted more and more. And we're like, okay, we got to leave some for the pizza. But yeah, it was delicious. Of course, she loves to help out with the cheese part. Usually it's, eating it. But my son used Gouda cheese. He went all out, man. It's so good. They should kind of match, right? What should I use? This might be too small. That's even smaller. I need to get familiar with the tools. You know what? I'm going to use this one. They're really handy, actually. I should look at the reference. How does her ear go? Don't fall. A little longer. I'm nervous about how I'm going to attach it, just because it's a sphere up here. Stay. Always food talk in here. We need sustenance. How are the studies going, Bionic Crit, with Tolkien's art? Working on a little something. Nuts missed. Oh, the drop. Exclamation mark drop. I haven't done this in a while, so you might need to remind me that there's a giveaway that I need to, close after. Before we're done, I mean. I think I made it too long there. I'm trying to stretch it a bit. Just gonna keep stretching. I'm not quite getting what I want there, but we're making it work. Okay. This needs to be a little cleaner. If I go like this. We'll leave it there. Okay. So now let's try to attach. Oh, thanks for the flowers. I was starting to sketch up one of my ideas, but it might prove a bit complicated. Oh, are you getting ambitious? Your works are pretty cool. Can get very detailed. Yes, there you go. Thanks for entering. So again, guys, if you'd like to enter, that's anywhere around the world. It's this nice small little envelope. Original little art I'll be sending. Just got to be 18 years old or over, since I'll be needing a mailing address. Just mail out the physical illustration. You can hit the little flower icon in the chat, below the chat window, and to enter the giveaway. It's free. Okay, so I'm going to click on over here. I haven't been wearing my headset. Should I wear that? I'm trying to see how I'm gonna. Okay, we need to attach it, right? So this is still a little soft, so I'm gonna try to flatten it out a little bit. I might have to hold it. Just gonna put a little bit of water. Hopefully I don't need much. Maybe we can attach them together too, a little bit. It's not too much. To kind of help. Something like that. And do they look too big? I think they're okay. I'm gonna try to slide down the sides of them. Like what I mean is, oh dear, my hands are, I gotta dry them because I can feel my hands sticking to her side. So just here on the side, I'm gonna stretch it down a little bit. Oh, there you go. I might have to squish it then, because what I'm trying to do is just stretch this part out. There we go. And this part out. Okay. So as you guys attach, I mean, the more I can hold on to something, the better. Put a little water in there. Thanks for dropping in. Certainly not something I could do the same way as the ink ones, but who knows? Maybe it'll get done eventually. I haven't seen like some of the illustrations that you may be thinking of, but absolutely you can. one thing at a time, and you'll get there. What a cute paw. Is that Devi's paw? Devi Cat's paw print. Oh, that's so cute. I don't think I've seen that one actually. All right, so the ears are a little dry, which is why I'm having a hard time sculpting, but they're hanging on. Put a little, I was trying to get a little water on the edge there. Can I pull you down? Pool's proving tricky to get to today. Exclamation mark drop, guys. Gotta help each other. If we bump into each other, it might help. Oh, yeah, I should. That includes me. Which, oops, that's not how we spell it. Exclamation mark D-R-O-P. Let's drop the peony. Oh, someone's going fast. Who's that? Is that me? Was that me? It's lagging over on YouTube when I'm saying it's like totally missed it and that. All right. Okay, they might be a little too large. Can I get you to move down a little bit? Try and see if I can kind of melt it further down, because there's a lot of water I'm using there, but this might be okay. As long as it stays, right? Nobody landed, huh? Getting a little fur. And go around the eye sockets. And I think I'm going to put a little shine on the eye. That's what I absolutely adore in her little drawing. Oh, I dented that one a little bit too much. This ear is falling off. The ears are a little bit heavy. I'm going to try to put, while I'm holding it, just so I can balance those ears myself. Looking pretty good. Thank you so much, David. I'm following Zoe Fancy's Cakes tutorial on sculpting the little bunny. And we're we're going to add some shine to her eye. I guess she's got it there too on the illustration. So it looks like she's has it in the center, so I'm going to try to do that. Not too much. So it's going to go up. Let's use the tool so it doesn't keep sticking to me. Too much. Let's make half of that. Crazy how small it is, right? I don't even think the tweezers are going to be able to pick it up. It has a little tweezer in the kit. Probably put too much water. Let me press it down a little bit. I don't know. Do we need that? Let me get the angle right. Maybe we can just go with the sphere. It's almost disintegrating in my hand. I don't know. I feel like it probably doesn't even need it because it's so dark. We're already catching, oh, nice leaves. The shine, right? What we could do though are the lashes. Those are really pretty. That hair I indented a little too harsh. Okay. Let's get her there. I'm going to push the ears a little forward. Should we put something in there to hold her down? I didn't bring any spaghetti with me. Lisa, you suggested we can use a spaghetti, I remember, for holding, you know, instead of a little skewer. Or toothpick. I do have a toothpick, actually. Could use that. Just you don't want someone to, you know, pop this in their mouth. Not knowing there's a toothpick in there, right? I'm trying to just get something soft for the head to sit on. There we go. If it falls, I can put the spaghetti in there. She needs hands. Okay, I'm gonna grab the little blue that we have. There were ads. You were saying something about putting spaghetti on the cake. So if the little head falls out, like I could use a toothpick to insert the little head, but Isai had shared you can also use a piece of I don't know if you guys know Isai's channel is indeed a pastry chef. Pastry industry trained, so you can use a little dry spaghetti instead, right? So that's an edible thing. It's still hard though. That to hold your little structure. If something's too heavy. Right now, all I've been using is a little water for glue, tiny, because if it's too much, then it's just gonna make a mess. With meat sauce, meatballs. Oh man, I'm hungry now. Spaghetti and meatballs. It's been a minute. Yeah, I think it'll go nicely with that homemade pizza sauce my son made. Actually, that might be too small. Yeah, I might need the other one too. Let me get it. I don't know why, but I want to give her a little bit puffier sleeves. I think it'll be adorable. Probably shouldn't mess with it too much. And welcome, guys, if you're joining in over on YouTube. We are sculpting a little fondant of Josephine, little figure. It's our 5th annual celebration of Beatrix Potter's work, and I love her work. It's adorable, but it is her mushroom paintings that I fell in love with and wanted to learn more about Beatrix Potter. That is what intrigued me. Okay, that might be a little too puffy. That's like, oof, she's buff, man. Let's flip it this way. Be a little bit too much. Okay. It's easier to roll it on my hand because it just slides off on the desk. Let's go, let's go. You can make it. Oh man, that was so fast. Overshot. And that's a game by Pixel Plush, by the way, if you're watching. Pixel Plush is a company created by Maya and Instafluff on Twitch. Fun little stream games for the community. We really appreciate when there's interaction for the community, because especially if we're arting, it's hard to, like, we tend to be quieter or when we're creating. Look, oh my gosh, it's so puffy. I'll leave that one. Let's get the thinner part here. And then I'm going to try to bend it at the elbow. Wow, it's a big dent. It's very, oh, sorry, that was loud. No, that is way too big. Look what she looks like. Oh, yeah, that's probably a little too big. Should we, I'll take a little bit of this one. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. There we go. I need some tea. So when I'm done, I'm gonna get a little dinner going and have a nice piece of red velvet cake, which is what we made today, we have for today. And have some tea. And then there's still a million things I have to do, but we're getting there. Too many arm curls at the gym. Yes. I'm running after all those bunnies too. Okay. Let's try that. Where's the this one? It's really soft. And that one's still looking puffy. I'm going a little thinner. I'm trying to see if I can get that puffy sleeve at the bottom. And this one's a little bit long. It's okay. Ready to glue her? Yes. Let's do it. Oh, we passed our time. All right, thanks guys for hanging out. Let's get her done. I'm gonna bring out the cake. So again, if you'd like to enter the giveaway, you're welcome to. It is free. And it's for a chance to win this original illustration I have here on the desk. One of our studies. I only got one done this last couple of weeks. But there's another one, and actually from the same story, because I kind of want to stick with that one. Let's get this one leaning on the table, and then here she's holding one of her little tea packages. this is going to be for her little hands, right? We reserved a little bit of that lovely soft brown. The gesture she has here on the leaning on the table, it is the sweetest way she's rendered that, or just illustrated that. It is just so cute. So we started with a little pencil sketch of that illustration and then transferred that over to watercolor paper that's cold pressed on the lovely Etcher watercolor sketchbook I won, and that was when Cassie Draws was streaming on Etcher. Special guest. I'm gonna shout out for Cassie. Did I put Pizza Queen? Have you ever used tea for watercolor? Not for watercolor, but I did. Let me just type this. Is that how we do it? There we go. Years ago, I tried making cloth dolls, like sewing, cute little dolls. And I was trying to make kind of like a old-fashioned looking doll or vintage doll. And one of the tips they had was to use tea or coffee. Maybe it was coffee. No, I think it was tea. To tint the fabric, and then it gives it that vintage look. And it was really pretty. Yeah, it worked out. But I haven't used it for watercolor. I saw Squibble Design, pardon me, making ink out of, was it walnuts? Husks? I think it was a walnut. That looked pretty interesting. Probably makes the doll smell lovely too, at least until it fades, right? Alright, now we're gonna get these little tiny hands. One just makes a little thumb part. So here she's got, I guess we'll do like a little mitten. Just, not to complicate things. Or a claw, okay. And then I gotta grab super soft. And just be gentle with that. And put you down for a second there. So that is for her this hand, and I'm going to do it on this side. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it. Very basic little claw there. Because I've got to get this to stick. How are we gonna get this to stick? Look how cute she looks. Oh my gosh, she looks adorable. All right. So this is me attempting to do this just by sticking everything with water. Turn you a little bit this way. So if she's holding her little box, I need something tiny, tiny. squiggles. I mean, I might as well form some now. That's a big hand. But I'm leaving it because... Okay, so this one's kind of leaning down there. So I think what I'll do, watch out where the head is going to fall off. If the head falls off, I can just use the pasta, a little bit of pasta. Try to give her a little wrist. Oops. Okay. And I'm actually going to try to get that little leaning gesture she's got because it's adorable, so why not? Let's try. What happened? Oh, I heard someone landed. Gee, bionic crit. Okay, this way. So this was kind of be, I want to kind of to lean on the table. But probably won't be able to do the, oh, something fell off in the back. Her little bow, her little knot. Let me put it back. I hope. I think I put water on the wrong side there. It's supposed to be a bow. Now it looks like a mess of a knot. But that's fine, because now it's more 3D. Looks like you can wind her up. Okay, so there's the lovely Josephine. And we're not going to finish unless we have a little package. So let's make a little package with her lovely tea. You just got to be holding something. And we'll make it look like little brown paper. I forgot I had water in my fingers, so it's kind of all sticking, but that's okay. Landed with quite some speed too. Nice, congratulations. At least someone was able to get in the pool today. Yes! And guys, if you haven't entered the giveaway, now is the time, because when we're done stream, I'm going to draw a winner before ending stream. All right. And that's for this little illustration. And we're going to finish it off here with Josephine Bunny, licensed to sell tea and tobacco. And I clean it up with a bit of more of a line art, and I'll do that calmly, you know, off stream. I'll record it so I have at least little clips of it, but we will not do it tonight. Okay, so here we're gonna get a little package, kind of like an illustration. She's holding on that little package right there. And since I put a little bit too much water on my fingers, we're going to add a little more icing sugar. Or cornstarch. You can use cornstarch too, because icing sugar might not be the best when it's like a humid environment. I'm just going to flatten the package. This one may need to be like skewered in or something, because that that will likely fall down. So I'm just gonna make the little indentation to show it's tied. Dave's asking, does Beatrix ever illustrate bunnies eating carrots? That's a good question. I know he's in the there's that lovely illustration with Robin. He's holding them, and the little bunnies did eat quite a lot of the lettuces. He's definitely holding it in that painting while talking to Mr. Robin. And there's her little tea package. Can't remember exactly. Yeah, me neither. Okay, so that I'd like to. Can I still position her hand? Let's see. I'm touching the back again, so it might pop off again. But I want to see if I can just get her to hold on to it, right? So we get that little perfect little gesture. And so for this one, I want to skewer that in, you know, put that in somehow, because I don't think a little bit of water will hold. It might. It's not that heavy. Put a little bit on the hand as well. It's quite light in my hands. So I can hold it like that for a little bit. See if it'll stay for us until I can get the cake. Have I forgotten anything? Yeah, we need to attach her apron or penny for. And those little straps are such a pain. But yeah, we'll have to attach that back there. So this took about 2 hours. Right now the little package is staying. I don't want to lay her this way unless we have some support for the back. Okay, this is nice and soft. You can use that. It's just a little icing sugar. There you go. And it's going to allow us to give the package a little time to dry. What did I say? Oh yeah. Ever since I learned carrots are bad for rabbits, that's something I pay attention to in cartoons. Oh, okay. Like too much sugar, you mean? Yeah, they love their green, that's for sure. I don't think I ever gave my bunnies. Yeah, we never gave them carrots. We did give them the greens though. We've had a few bunnies. I want to make an animated emote of our last bunny, and he was a white bunny, so he's gonna be his name was Snowball the White, and it'll be a for the win, but for the garden emote, and he's gonna have his sword. I have the sketch already done. I just haven't finished animating it. That was how many years ago was that? Look how much I grabbed, and all I need are 2 little straps. Let's just take that. All right. I like how the little extra blue I put here for holding the head, the soft part, kind of makes it look like she's got a little collar. All right, so I haven't been able to roll it on the table. See, like it just slides on me. I think it's because it's too dry. Yeah. I'm not able to do it, so I'll just do it here. Probably needed some sort of a mat, right? What can we put here to decorate? No, that's her little tea. I think it's fine. We'll leave it alone. Oreo, how you doing? Welcome in. We're almost done. Would you like to enter the giveaway? Just hit that little flower icon below the chat window, and you can enter the giveaway for the little original study. It's almost done, but we're almost done. So decided to do a little Josephine bunny in fondant for the cake topper. I just gotta get her little straps for her penny for or apron. Sorry I'm late. No worries. Yeah, I don't usually stream on Sundays, but because today is her actual birth date, we have to keep the tradition. So far I've been able to do it on her actual birth date for the celebration stream. All right. So let's put this away. And this is edible fondant, so my sons don't eat it though. They don't like to eat my little cute creations. They'll eat like the flowers or something, but they don't like to eat the little characters. They're like, no. Is that a scarf? This is gonna be her little what do you call it? Straps? Actually, I don't even need to cut it, do I? All I have to do is wrap it around her. Let's see if it's long enough. Oops. I think we got hit by an ad. Thank you if you're sticking around after that ad, guys. All right. So, let's see. I'm gonna try to just put it around her neck and see if it reaches. It does. Sort of. I'm gonna turn it up. I didn't raise this high enough. Like, look how low it is here. I'm trying to slide it over. There we go. So just a tiny bit short. But I don't mind. I'm just going to add a little water there and pin it there. See how it's just melts away with a little water? So you don't want to put too much. And just, there it is. Come on, just attach and then we create the illusion. I'm always amazed we actually get something done. All right, so since she's very neat and that does not look neat, I'm going to try to put like two little decorative things there. Lean over there. But it's just gonna be white. Sort of like little, not necessarily buttons, but just something to hide the mess that I made there. And she's holding her little tea package. I had to put these tiny dots on her, so let's put, looks a little bigger. I'm just gonna squish it a bit. And okay, so what we'll do is just put a dot. There's a tiny bit of water in there. I'm just gonna put a little dot of water because you don't want too much water. I honestly don't know if I'm getting water on there. Does it look like I'm water in there? Okay. And we'll try to put this without destroying it. One of it. Oh dear. I'm gonna get that if I attempt. It's like operation, you know? I don't want to destroy the stay. Alright, I'm not gonna fuss with that. She is done. Okay, I'm gonna bring the cake, guys. Oh, I forgot I was attached. Okay, so we don't have a lot of room, so I made a little small version of it. It's a red velvet cake. Do we have an ad at the moment? No. Okay, so I decided to make a red velvet cake for this one, and just grabbed a little, it's like a little cake topper, right? Because I have the large one in the fridge, and it's just, there's not a lot of room in here. But it is a nice cream cheese frosting, and it's been set, and I've had it in the cooler on ice pack. So I think that's, you know, we'll put her in there. I'm trying to figure out if we should put something else. But because it is cream cheese, it's gonna be light. Like, it's not gonna handle a lot. But here we go. Oh, I know. We can put the sign, right? Gotta be careful. Can you go in there? Are you good? Yeah, I think it's because it's set. Which is good. That means it wasn't melting in the ice pack. Okay. What we're gonna do, actually, I'm gonna attempt to do the little sign. So she's not exactly centered. Actually, she's probably too much centered, isn't she? This way. Okay. So I'm gonna put the little sign over here, and we can just use. How am I gonna write it though? I'm gonna use that same brown. I think that's a nice color. She looks lovely. Thank you, Roz. I'm gonna attempt to do the little sign for her little shop. I think in one of the illustrations it was red, right? Like the border. Let me just find it. Could be brown. Oh, it's wood. That's why. Okay. Oh, the brown colors. That's tricky to do. But we're gonna try. I don't think it needs to be perfectly flat, right? Still trying to figure out how I'm going to write it though. Because that is quite small, but it is a small cake. That is the challenge. to try to keep up with that. Okay, so let's do just a little indentation for the frame. Try to square it off there. Okay, so here's gonna be the tough part because I have to color. Oh, we might be able to do, maybe I can write with this needle. I don't know. It's so small. I mean, we'll just give the hint of it, right? Okay, so I think for that it's gonna lean. So I wanna, where'd it go? Here it goes. Let me get that kind of a reddish brown I see in the illustration. That might be enough actually. Just keep up with the soft colors and then we'll just do that. Does it even show? Let me get more red. I don't want to put too much. See, the brush is awful. Awful, awful, awful brush. I'm trying to pick up the paint. Just to get a little border. But I don't want to make a mess. Okay, that's it of the pure. And then we'll just slide that. Yep, that's good enough. It's drying very quickly. I don't want to get on my fingers. It's quite bright. I kind of want to remove some of it. Just because it's awfully bold. Emily, how you doing? Welcome. I've got too much red pigments. I'm just going to try to pick some up. because I'm staining, you know. This is more of a stain we're trying to do here. Today's Beatrix Potter's birthday. Just finished decorating the little, well, creating the little sculpture. It's such a gem, right? Yeah. How you doing? I wanted it to be a little faded, just because she's so pastel. How you doing, Josephine? You doing okay there? You know, it's just so it's not too bright. That should be okay. But the brush was, the food color brush is awful, so it wasn't doing the job. I had to use a toothpick. I'm still attempting to remove some. I love her stories. Me too. You know, it's funny because what attracted me to her work, and her work is what inspired me to illustrate and paint in watercolor. And I didn't grow up with her stories, but I read to my sons. And just a few years ago, I wanted to get into watercolor and learn. So I wanted to get into like the botanical art and such, drawing, painting in watercolor. And as I'm searching and then I'm looking and I'm finding these gorgeous mushroom paintings, and then I look at the author's name, the illustrator, and it was Beatrix Potter. So I had no idea she did those too, because I was only familiar with the children's illustrations. And that's where I was like really fascinated. It's like I want to learn more about her, and have been doing so ever since. So it's our 5th year that we are taking the month of July, because she was born in July. Today is her actual birth date. And just to learn a little bit more. And so this year was focusing on environments. I wanted to see take time to paint that, and then just get inspiration for that for the children's book illustrations I'm working on, collaborating with David Payne. Yeah, so her mushrooms are what really got. So that's one of the first things we did on the first year's a study of her mushrooms, pencil, ink, and then transferring it to the watercolor paper and creating our painting. So taking the time to do that. And I think we did about 2 or 3, you know, these last couple of years have been insane, but we've got one done. And I'm doing a giveaway of the original study, because I like to do one giveaway of an original study in honor of her, you know, celebrating her work. Okay, so now I'm going to write in her little sign, the little sign here. It's going to go here too. And that's Josephine Bunny, licensed to sell tea and tobacco. Tobacco is actually what we call lavender, they call tobacco. So I have no idea how I'm going to do that, but we're going to just play with the illusion of it. And I think I'm just going to carve it with this needle. So I don't want to touch. Yeah, I'm such a... I don't want to touch the rest. Finding out more about her will probably be as fun as finding out more about the origins of the creator of Winnie the Pooh. I love Milne. Yeah, his work is so lovely. You gotta have your lavender license. Yes. Absolutely. So we're gonna attempt to write that little sign here that she's got. Have you seen Elsa Besco's illustrations by any chance? The name does not sound familiar. Did she create some of the paintings for Tolkien, or some of the maps in some of the stories? Grit, let us know. So tender, those sketches. They are, yes. Yes, please let us know. I don't like how dark that red is, but we're okay, right guys? Yeah, we're okay. All right, so let's try to get tiny J. Should we zoom in closer? No, I don't want to hit the cake by mistake. And then I gotta fit bunny over here. So I'm gonna start with the B. I'm probably gonna have to stipple most of it. Okay, I got a J. I'm gonna take a good photo of it so you guys can see the work that went into this. I don't know, but she wrote stories and made paintings, usually involving fairies and similar. Had a very nice style. Let me grab her name. Because I know that there's a lovely illustrator that I believe it was. What's Tolkien's buddy's name again? I forgot his name. The Narnia. Oh, those are so pretty. Yes. Okay, I'm looking through with her name with the images. And the soft. That's lovely. Thank you. Thank you, Ross. And I knew the name C.S. Lewis. Like, my bad. Yeah, he had a lovely illustrator do the maps, and I can't remember if Tolkien did as well, but we know that he did his illustrations. All right, so we've got Josephine Bunny. So JB, and then license to sell, I gotta fit here. If it's a little drier, it'll actually be easier. So I'm not pulling too much. So licensed, and the 2 has to fit here somewhere. And then, oh, I should have moved it a little bit more, right? Can we fix it? So licensed. Let me just shift it over here. To sell. So I'm wearing the gloves because that red is still sticky. We're almost done, guys. If you'd like to enter the giveaway for the original little illustration, just go to the blossom icon below the chat window and enter the giveaway there. You can redeem a ticket. Must be 18 or over, since I will be mailing out the original illustration. I need to make sure if I can get the T in there. Did she write? No, it's a little symbol. Okay. And the deeper we go, we get a nice shadow. We'll be able to see it. Tobacco. Yeah, I don't have a brush tiny like this to be able to write it. Paint it. Okay, that's too much like dots. I'm looking at the tools around, but I think they're all too big. And here I gotta fit Josephine. Last year we painted her sheep, the Herdwick sheep. I think that was last year. Yeah. Bunny. here. I gotta fit license, and that is tricky. Lie. Actually, it's coming out neater. And I think I had that cell here. So I'm not too worried about getting all the letters. It's just get the gist. It's just too small. I think I went over to the left too much. Let's see if we do a little bit of staining. And try it again. This is just food gel. I'm gonna try something to see if that helps it come out. The brush again, it's really awful, but we'll try it. It's hard to see even with my reading glasses. I would love to take off some of the bright of that red, maybe with a little green. Okay, we got the illusion there. And I'm gonna pick it up with this. And now it's just sitting. And that's good enough for me. I'm gonna leave you to it. Thank you, Ross. Yeah, we're done. All right, guys, there is our sign. Thank you so much for joining us, Ross. Appreciate you always. Shout out. There we go. All right, we're gonna be careful with this needle one here, so I'm just gonna cover that. Okay, so it's very shiny at the moment because I put that little wet glaze over it, but I'm gonna try to get a nice photo so we can see that. I don't want to bring the camera down and then crash into Josephine. All right, guys, I think we're ready. Let's do the giveaway. So we've given friends plenty of time. All right, so I'm gonna finish up the little tiny bit of line art left, and then the sign. We're gonna put the full sign on this one as well. Okay. All right, I hope you've enjoyed it. Now let's go to our giveaway window. I'm gonna refresh it. All right, so we got Darth, Tolish, and Dave. So if you wanted to enter the giveaway, now's the time. It is over and below the chat window. Redeeming one of those icons. So I'm gonna redeeming one of the giveaway. I'm looking at the other monitor, so she's still looking a little bit wide here. So we're gonna try to give her some contour and go go a little narrower, following the artist's work. All right. That is about to start in 5 minutes. Okay, so as soon as we come, no, 5 minutes is it's long. That's a long time. It's already, oh my gosh, it's 8 o'clock. No, we're done. Okay, add snooze. All right, guys, I'm gonna draw a winner. Thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. Master Control giveaway is closed, and we're gonna choose a winner. Good luck. Good luck. Let's do a little drop. And what do we have for here? I think I got rid of my lightning bolt. Does the blossom make any noise? No. All right. I'll stop goofing around here. Okay, here we go. So the winner for the original little illustration is congratulations to Dave. You won the original watercolor illustration, friend. So I will be in touch with you. I'm gonna grab, where's my, there it is. I'm gonna send you the form. Where is it? I'm gonna send you the form by Whisper, my friend. So if you're able, when you get it, you are, congratulations. I'm gonna whisper you the form, and then when you're able, just please fill that out for me, okay? And that's just so I know where to send it. So let me just double check this and see that it works. That's it. That is the correct one. Okay, so I just whispered you the form, Dave. When you're able, you can fill that out for me, please. And I'll send that out to you because I didn't save your address. I don't know. Don't know where to send it. Okay. Congratulations again. And thanks everyone for joining me. Okay. I'm going to snooze the second ad and we are going to rate. Thank you guys for joining for another wonderful celebration. And I'm going to keep studying her work, as I said. Okay. Let me see who we can find. Do we still have the, let's find it. Do I not have still the extensions for, oh, I got rid of the sound alerts? I didn't realize that, okay. All right, just checking. Oh, yeah, it is Sunday. Okay. I forgot. Okay, we're gonna rate our friend. Yo. Where are we? All filled out. Wow, thank you. This will be my first non-Godzilla based art from you. Yes. The same fan of Beatrix Potter is also a fan of Godzilla, my friend. Oh yeah. All right, so we're gonna rate our friend Ross, who is gaming. Let me see. Did I leave your? Oh, it says starting soon. What did I just see then? I thought I just witnessed a game, but I must have seen something else. But Roz is on starting soon, so we're gonna get ready. Rate our friend. Okay, we're gonna snooze this last ad. Says ad starts in 5 minutes, so it shouldn't run yet. True, I'm diverse. Yes. Me too. Oh yeah, me too. Okay. All right, let's grab. Okay, so I'm gonna put the rate calls in. If you'd like to join us, guys, just grab that rate call after /. Thank you so much for our friends over on YouTube who joined us today and who are catching the VOD after. And I know some of my friends here on Twitch will as well. I'll have it up there. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, if you haven't already subscribed over on YouTube, it is free. If you enjoyed today's stream, please consider dropping a subscription over on YouTube, which is free, or following on Twitch if you're not over on Twitch, which is free. The follows are free. All right, so I'm gonna grab. Let's put in the raid call, and we're gonna go visit our. Oh yeah, I forgot to put the name. All right, so these are just commands I'm inputting on my Twitch so that I can take the community over to our friend Razwov. Okay. Take care. Also, Dave, and congratulations again. So glad for it's staying within Canada. Yay! I'm just kidding. All right. He's starting? Good. Okay. All right. He's on screen. I'm gonna snooze this last one so it doesn't take us. And grab my raid call. There we go. And as always, friends, enjoy creating beautiful things. See you on Monday.